Welcome everyone to Hanover Park. Today is Skokie Patriots versus DeePark. Game number 22 for the MPL Season 1. Skokie Patriots won the toss and they elected to bat first. They're trying to replicate what happened with them last game, which was batting first and winning their first game of the tournament. And it's again a must-win game for them as they're 1-3 on the season, facing a DeePark team who's 3-1 on the season. Salman Ahmed is opening with Mohsin Jekka. Big appeal and not out. Neil Patel comes into attack. It's a slow start by the Skokie Patriots in the power play. This is the one place they've been struggling in the entire tournament, has been able to get good starts and not losing many wickets. So let's see if that can change today for them. And yeah, DeePark knows Salman's game pretty well. They packed an offside field and also taken a deep point. Well run between the batsmen. Well hit, and that's gonna clear the boundary for the first 6 of the innings. Mohsin Jekka getting the promotion today. Normally he has batted either 1 down or 2 down in the tournament for Skokie, and today he's opening the batting. So let's see if this is something that can get him going in the tournament. They have long on and long off for Mohsin Jeka. And another one lifted up in the air, but this is only going to be single. That the ball falls short of the fielder. Pretty safe shot in the end.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sri Kajluri here. It's the game 22 of the Midwest Premier League. The excitement never stops. You kind of ask about the good teams. This is as good as it can get. The clash of the Titans. The DeePark taking on the Skokie Patriots. DeePark annihilating all teams along their way. It's going to be a good game and a good weather. The Hanover Park Stadium. Both teams starting very, very decently. The Skokie Patriots, having won the toss, elected to bat. It's got 13 for no loss at the end of 2 overs. So, brother, what do you think is going to be the situation here tonight? I know your brother is playing. Who do you think are the favorites here tonight?
I mean, I think you have to say DeePark are the favorites, right? I mean, they're 3-1 in the tournament. Skokie Patriots, obviously, they won their first game, last time around. Obviously, this is again a must-win game for them. They again have had a few changes in the lineup, so I think that's the one thing why I give the nod to DeePark, is because I feel like they've had a consistent playing 11, and in tournaments like these, I think it's important. Again, Skokie, all the guys that are playing are match winners, so again, doesn't mean they can't win. I just think just the continuity of aspect of DeePark is why I think they're slight favorites. But I mean, if you also look at it, these teams are probably one of the longest. They have had a rivalry in Midwest for like one of the many years, and they've always played exciting games and always played close and tough games. So I think everyone is in for a treat tonight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No two things about it. Good analysis there, especially with the batting order. The changing teams. I think the Skokie Pats are a wonderful team, mind you. They have won the 30-30 championship last year, and they have literally annihilated every team along their way. So they are a very good local team, and so is DeePark. Like, DeePark doesn't have any superstars. They just go with their team as well. And they are so strong because they believe in each other, just like Skokie Pats. So it's going to be an equal contest tonight. To me, there are no favorites tonight to begin with, because both teams are local. There's no international players coming in. And as you can see, the attitude from Skokie Pats has been different since the last game. As you can see, they are trying to get on, play some positive cricket right from the first ball. So it's going to be an interesting game, because the second innings, and mind you, teams that have won the toss, 95% of the teams that have batted first have actually been winning this. So you never know. And DeePark is a very, very composed team, very balanced team either as well. So definitely we are going to set up a very, very good game here tonight.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup, because I think over the years what I've noticed from DeePark is they actually like to chase. So let's see if they can turn the trend around, from their end. And Skokie, if you look at their first 3 games, they actually lost the toss in their first 3 games and chased in all 3 games and lost. So they've contributed to that 95%, and they won the toss and batted first last game, and again tonight they've won the toss and batted first. So let's see if that trend continues.
Yeah, absolutely. And no matter what, I'm just expecting a cracker of a game here tonight. A last ball thriller. Why not? Oh
and
my
Salman
goodness.
throws away his wicket.
That's the first wicket, and Prithvish Patel, he provides the initial breakthrough. Salman Kupi, not sure what's happening with him lately. He's a terrific batsman from what I know over the last few years. Just didn't click in this tournament big time.
Yeah, and actually he's coming off 100, so he actually played Division 2 for SOP on Sunday, and he actually scored 100 in that game. So he's coming off obviously a great knock, and for some reason in this tournament he hasn't been able to get going.
Exactly. He just needs to take his time, settle down, because this guy, he's a 360-degree player, and probably the only 360-degree player in Pats, because I can see that everybody who walks into this team from Skokie Pats has got certain strengths and weaknesses. But Kupi, I like him because he likes to play his shots all around the ground, not just in one area.
Yeah, he doesn't like to force it, right? He takes the bad balls where the bowler bowls him and takes him all over the ground. So
Exactly. So Fahad is actually walking in. That's a surprise batting order.
I actually like this move. He bats in the top order wherever he plays, and he hasn't really had the opportunity in this tournament to kind of bat at his natural position. And I think obviously in one end you have Mohsin Jeka, who's gonna obviously play his shots, right? We saw last game too, like he's doesn't matter how many sixes he hits, he's gonna keep going. So I think if Fahad can come in here and rotate the strike, give support to Mohsin, whoever else, and kind of play the anchor innings, kind of similar to what Hamad Qureshi played in the last game for Skokie Patriots. I think that's the key here.
Got it. Is Ahmad Qureshi not here tonight?
I'm just looking at the.
Oh, I see him there.
He is here. Yes.
Yes, I see him there in the dugout. All right, so it's a full crew, ladies and gentlemen. You're on for a very, very good game. The first wicket falls. The positive intent is not being lost. Mohammad Fahad, he walks in. Smart little kid. Scores good amount of runs. Just that I didn't know he used to bat in the top order. I always see him playing in the middle order for some reason. Maybe just the games that I played with him. But yeah, for sure, if he's a top order bat, then it's definitely a good call to send him up the order.
Yeah, I think in BPL he opens, and I know when he plays for Super Kings in Yash Premier League he opens as well. So I think he has. I think I would say throughout his young career he's batted all over the place. But I personally talking to him, I know he prefers the top order.
Got it. No, I mean there's nothing wrong with it because the fast bowlers, you need faster reflexes and somebody who can time the ball well. And Fahad usually is very strong on the leg, has faster reflexes, quick on to get onto the ball. He's got good bat swing. It's going to be an amazing game.
So, Sri, what do you think is power score today? Obviously, compared to last game that we were here for Skokie Patriots, it was a wet ground. The grass was longer. Today, perfect conditions. Seems like the grass is freshly cut. What do you think is power score today?
I'm not quite sure about the grass being freshly cut because I still see that the outfield is a little slower.
Okay.
I mean, it's dry for sure, so the ball's going to travel better than what we have seen last time. But I still see the outfield. Like you can see all these areas where ball kind of, if it falls on those areas, it's just the dry grass which will have to carry. But there's no advantage of having a good cut grass here. But yeah, as you rightly mentioned, it does seem like they've moved the lawn, but not to the level that we are usually used to, seeing in Bolingbrook grounds where the grass is very, very nicely cut. So, yeah, I think the power score is somewhere about 165 here tonight because, it's DeePark, number one.
Mm-hmm.
They bat pretty deep. So for tonight's game, I would say anywhere 160, 165, they have a very good chance.
Yeah, I agree. 160, 165 is minimum. I mean, I think last time Skokie, won with scoring 150 in the first innings, which I don't think is going to be enough tonight.
Absolutely.
This is Barry. I'm going to predict 200 plus tonight for Skokie Patriots.
All right,
as a fan of Skokie Patriots, I will take that.
Yeah, and for somebody who's looking for a cracker of a game,
You will
I'll
take
take
that
that too. Because imagine 400 runs being scored
Yeah.
in one day in a T20 game. Boy, it's a treat to watch. Crowds gathering in numbers. Whenever there is Gujarati teams playing, you see the crowds gathering in numbers. It's bright and sunny yet, so usually it takes about 30-40 minutes after the game for the folks to come in, occupy those parking lots.
Almost like a Johnny Bairstow situation there from Mohammad Fahad. Seemed like he was just strolling along and almost got himself ran out.
Oh yeah, that was an awkward moment. What do you think about that Johnny Bairstow incident? Should it be given out or not?
I mean, obviously by the rule it should have been given out, but I think it's within the spirit of the game. I mean, as a batsman, you have to pay attention. I think same thing like man-cating. I mean, that's another. To me, that's even more clear-cut because, why should the batting team have the advantage of trying to sneak in a run and take a couple of steps? So I think you have to pay attention on the cricket field. Everything's fair.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I always ask these folks who try to man-cat and they are seen under bad light for some reason, as if they're playing a cheating game or something, it's really surprising to me because a faint edge and the keeper takes in, do you actually leave it just because it's a faint edge? If the bowler misses the crease by maybe like a small inch, does the umpire not give it a no? I mean, it's all in the game. It's as per the rules, so it is absolutely allowed, and I completely support that.
And I would say in the man-cating situation, it's the batsman that's not the non-striker and runner who's not playing the spirit of the game, because he's trying to take an advantage and take a few extra steps. So I think it's completely fair if he gets run out in that situation.
So looks like that's Neil Patel continuing the attack. It's bowling. So the runs they haven't got the flying start that they would imagine. The Skokie Pats would have been a different situation if Mohsin had most of the strike. He's only faced 5 balls in the 21 balls that have been bowled so far. And as you can see, Kupi also did his part for the little stint that he's had on the ground. But as you can see, Mohammad Fahad, 6 balls, 1 run. And this is exactly what I talk about in the batting order. You need experience in the power play. You need somebody who can middle the ball and still play positive.
And I think Fahad's not playing his natural game. Like, his role isn't to come out there and hit 4s and obviously like take the bad balls, right? But his role right now is to rotate the strike and keep giving as much strike to Mohsin Jeka, who's the one that's going to take on the bowlers.
Oh yeah, this is just adding pain and misery. That's 7 balls played by Mohammad Fahad, just 1 run off it. So he's literally swallowed an entire over so far. No matter, even if he is able to cover it up eventually, that still doesn't, explain about the 6 dot balls that he's faced.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say, like, someone who's, for the batters that are batting in the top order, they do, when they play a bunch of dot balls, they're the ones that have the luxury of covering that, right? Because, obviously they have so many overs to cover that up. So obviously it's never good to face the dot balls, but at least Fahad has an opportunity to cover that up.
Absolutely. That's a very, very good over from Neil Patel. There's 2 runs coming off it and a wide in it. So just 1 run being scored off the bat. That's the last ball. So you still haven't answered to my question from the previous game. Why do people call your brother Kupi?
I forgot to take that as a homework assignment and ask him. Maybe we should bring him here and ask him. Since he has some time until he gets on the field again. So maybe you can bring him over.
So what do they call you at home?
Sabi.
Just Sabi?
Yeah, just Sabi.
So do they call him Kupi at home as well?
No, they do not.
Oh, okay. So this is just
it's a cricket. It's a cricket and friends nickname.
Got it. Then it makes sense. Yeah, you don't need reason when friends name you something.
Exactly.
You just do it for the heck of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he was actually called Kupi at home as well.
No, I think it started in Midwest cricket. I don't know which year, but it started in Midwest cricket. The nickname.
Got it. Yeah, ever since I've known Kupi, he is Kupi to me.
Yeah. Yeah, throughout the tournament, I think the biggest downfall for why Skokie has only one game so far has been the power play. And again today they're struggling in it. So as you know, in T20, if you don't score in the power play, especially in a ground like Hanover, which is not easy for a new batsman to come in and hit right away, I think you really put yourself behind par there. If you don't take advantage of the power play.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we haven't seen Mohsin Jeka face a ball in quite a while. I mean, Fahad has come in and faced double the balls that he has. So let's see if he goes guns blazing, or does he take like a careful approach here.
Yeah, that's a very good call out. I was going to call about that. He is definitely not going to stop tonight. He's just going to go swing. But the disadvantage with a person in form, when you're looking good, when you're eyeing the ball, you just don't want to keep him in the non-striker end for long.
Exactly.
Because you kind of lose the touch, you kind of observe the game from the other side, you get demotivated, and then you try to ape some of that culture of, playing defense, singles and doubles. So obviously you won't play his game, but Mohsin Jeka, even after he's come back after 10 balls, is definitely looking good.
And I think that's the only way he knows how to play. I think he knows how just to attack, and you need someone like that.
Absolutely. T20 cricket, when you bat so deep, you just take your chances with the top 3 batsmen. Ask them to just swing at everything, make as many runs as you can. And eventually, when you get to a point where you cannot score any more runs, that's when you send the middle order batsman to kind of balance it out.
Yeah, and as you know, in T20, the value of wickets isn't as much as it is in like a 30, 40, or 50 over game, right? Like, you don't want to be left with wickets in hand and not go as aggressive as you could have in your 20 overs.
Oh yeah, that's edge towards the third man. Could be a boundary as well. These are good conditions, mind you. The outfield is heavy, but the grass is uber dry. That's the advantage you get tonight.
Yeah, the ball's traveling a lot more than last time around.
Absolutely. So some parts of the outfield look really good. Like you see that area near the cow corner, it looks really good. And also towards the backward square leg, but not so much around the mid-wicket area.
Yeah, I think anywhere where the old diamonds used to be, the ball hits there, it's gonna travel much faster than other areas. So I think all of the, whether the cow corner areas, depending on whichever end you bat on, I think are pretty fast.
Absolutely. That's brilliantly bowled. It's a desperate appeal, but the umpire's not convinced.
Yeah, it looks to be going down leg.
The run rate coming down a little bit. 5 overs, 25 for 1. They only lost 1 wicket, which is still good. They can always pull back the run rate. Run rate is actually so overrated when people talk about power plays and overs, because it's a matter of one big over that sets the run rate straight at times. So run rate, I'm not really concerned. Oh, look at those visuals. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the drone visual for you. Look at that lush green outfield. That's a dome, and that red tent right there, right next to the dome, is where you're watching all of this audio from. The live streaming, everything's happening right from there. Just brilliant visuals.
Absolutely. I mean, I think night cricket at Hanover Park is probably the best we can get in Chicago area, I would say.
I would say Bolingbrook Premier League, the BPL ground is the best, not because of the ground or anything like that. It's just that it's surrounded by trees, like on 3 ways.
Okay.
And it's just a ground where there's nothing else happens. Like there's no street, there's no
cricket-only ground.
It's a cricket-only ground. So kind of, takes everybody to the center of the game. Like right now, as you can see, there's a lot of cars traveling. There's a lot of distraction around. But still, Hanover Park is still a wonderful ground nowadays, because a couple of years ago, there were orange lights, these tungsten lights, which used to be very, very dull. It would have been a different game altogether. But you look at that now with these white lights, it's brilliant. That's nicely chipped by Fahd. Only get 1, but that's exactly what he need to do as long as Mohsin Jeka is there.
I think that shot shows that he's not really informed, because that was a full toss towards the leg side, and instead of smashing it down to the boundary, he just stopped his shot, right? He didn't commit to it. And because of that, he only got a top edge that led to a single. So I think an informed batsman probably puts that away for a 4 or 6 easily.
Absolutely.
But he's a really good cricketer. I mean, as you know, for a batsman, it takes one good shot, and he middles it once, and he can get going, and he can build this innings, and he's the one that can kind of take the game deep and let the batsman on the other end take all the chances.
Definitely, no two things about it. This time that's really, really played well. Didn't quite time it. You can hear that slap of the bat, the willow. When you time it, the sound's completely different. When you slap it, you get that wood sound. That makes any word a willow. It's the only difference between a wood and a willow. Look at that. Look at that sound. It's still a single. It's the same fielder. But look at that sound this time.
Much different.
Much different. Middled it brilliantly. Played it nicely. Looks so comfortable. And look at the effort too. It didn't look like he wanted to hit it too strong. But it just sails over.
Yeah.
Power of timing. I love that.
Yeah, but I think again you see him. He's just stopping his shots there. Like he got another full toss there, and he just I think he's made up his mind that he's only gonna take singles. But I think which I'm okay with. But I think for the loose deliveries, you have to take advantage of them.
Oh my God, that's out.
Is that given out?
That's gone. That's a soft dismissal from Osanjeka. Wonder what he was trying to do. I know he wanted to hit it, but he didn't move whatsoever. Let's watch the replay once again.
It didn't seem like he lifted his foot. That means his foot must just be outside the line.
Looks like he's... Oh.
Right? It didn't seem like his foot lifted off the ground, so that means he must have just been standing outside the crease.
Outside, yeah, that should be it. Oh boy, that's a big wicket. Big wicket and a very soft dismissal. Good keeping.
I think that's Harshal Patel, right? That's the keeper.
Yeah,
And-
Harshal Patel, the keeper. Very, very good keeping.
Yeah.
He knows it right after he stumped. He was just walking off. He didn't even wait for the umpire signal. So obvious sometimes. So Hassan Khan. A lot falls on this man. Their captain.
Yeah, he needs to play the captain's innings today, and he's more than capable of doing so. And I think he's one that can also play spinners really well and hit them for boundaries. So I think it's the perfect time for him to come in now. And right now what they need is these two guys to take the game till maybe the 10th or 11th over. Obviously, get at least 8 runs in over, and then go all out from there, because the last thing they want to do is get their hitters in before within the first 10 overs.
Absolutely. You've got to take the game till the 14th, 15th over. And then you can have the full use of your dugout.
The one guy they're missing today is Haris Vora, who was playing last game, who, if I want to say, rightly predicted that he was going to score 40 runs, and he did. But he's missing. He actually, unfortunately, saw the news that he has a slight fracture in his thumb. So I think, well wishes to Haris. I know he's going to miss a few weeks.
Yeah, it happened in our game. So he actually broke my leg in a full toss York.
Uh-huh.
And right after I walked out, Nasir Ali,
Mhm.
he comes in, takes a slot ball and hits it straight up to him, and he tries to keep his hand to save the boundary. That's where he got that fracture from.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to miss a few weeks. So now I know you mentioned, your team, the Dolphins, played and beat Skokie Patriots on Saturday in the Yes Premier League. Any thoughts on, what was your game plan against them, and do you think that's completely different than tonight? Because obviously most of the team is different from that as well, but I would say the core is still the same.
Yeah, it was never an easy game, mind you, because we were able to restrict the Skokie Pats for 134. We had some good bowling attack, and luckily we got those initial wickets, and then we tried to keep that pressure on throughout the end. We were able to wrap it up by 134 in spite of a couple of good drop catches. But then while we were chasing, we fumbled as well towards the end. But nevertheless, we were able to meet that par with just 2 overs to spare, 3 wickets left. So it was a close game as well.
Yeah, those low chases
Nasir-
are never easy.
Yeah, Nasir Ali, he played a monstrous innings. He tried to accelerate at one point. Without that, it would have been really, really tough.
Yeah, I saw he came in and scored around 42 odd,
That's
something,
correct.
right? A few
Yep.
about sixes, yeah.
So he accelerated it and brought it to a point where the folks could finish it off. Brilliant, brilliant game. It's always fun to play against games like
falls down, we might be able to send somebody up like Farhan or somebody who is a pinch hitter. But the expected target today, somewhere we are expecting 160 for sure. And I believe we do have a barrage of hitters coming up with Mohsin, with
Mohsin's out.
Sikandar.
There's Mohsin Khan also.
Mohsin Khan.
Oh, okay,
Mohsin
okay.
Khan. Yeah, so let's see how that goes for sure.
Yeah, the guy I'm looking forward to seeing is Sikandar. I believe he's making his debut for Skokie in the MPL tournament, right? And
Yes, that is correct. Sikandar's first game with with Skokie Pats today and in MPL, so really excited to have him finally. So he came down the wicket, so that was a good stroke by Fahad. Yeah, Fahad right now needs to accelerate for sure, and make sure he rotate the strike. He is 6 on 15 balls, so yeah, that's kind of a bit slow start, but yeah, we have full confidence in him. He's under 21 representing, so we just want to make sure he gets all the opportunity as we can get.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Youngsters, they need that opportunity because they are the future for Chicago.
yeah, what I'm curious to see is who's the Skokie Pat send in next, right? Because you have Hassan and Fahad playing right now, and I wonder, if you send Hamad Qureshi in next, you have too many batsmen who are similar, and I wonder if, like Haris mentioned, you send in a Farhan or Shad or someone else that can go in and, play the pinch hitter role and maybe help accelerate the run rate a little bit.
Well, I would rather have Qasim Bhai go there because Qasim Bhai, you never see a dot ball with him,
Okay.
and you see a boundary at least an over.
Okay.
So you get that 9, 10 and over, all of a sudden you start changing the momentum. So I think, Qasim Bhai would be, and he's super experienced too. So if Qasim Bhai goes there, I think it would be a different ball game.
So you agree with the idea of sending a pinch hitter. Now the question is which one?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't know, Hamad Qureshi, sometimes he plays an innings of his lifetime. He just goes boom boom from ball one. But you see those kind of innings, 1 in 20 games that Hamad plays. But he's usually, like knowing Hamad Qureshi for the last 12 years, he usually starts pretty slow, takes his time. Once his eyes set in, when he scores at 35-40, is when he starts that big throttle and scores some big sixers.
Well, I think the thing is today I would say his role was taken by Fahad and Hassan, right? So I think that's the change, right? Like he came in around this position last game, so and now today you have Fahad and Hassan that came in that spot. So obviously I think you don't want all your hitters for the end, right? I feel like you gotta take the attack to the bowlers and not let them get comfortable, especially in the middle overs, right? Especially when the spinners come on.
Absolutely. Look at that keeping. This is incredible keeping from Harshal Patel. Strategy has been working. I see Urvish Desai not bowling with too much pace. Over the years, his pace considerably decreased. Harshal Patel has been terrific behind the stumps.
Yeah, and I would say Uresh is probably one of the smartest cricketers in the Chicago area, right? Like he also obviously leads the DeePark team, and they're always like well managed. They know all, they always have a good game plan, and I feel like the team is also very disciplined under him. So it's always good to see someone who's a good leader on the cricket field as well. Ooh, another great job by Harshal. I mean, he's showing some quick hands there.
Absolutely. I mean, there's usually keepers who collect and who kind of dislodge the bails. He's just collecting and dislodging it at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't look. He's doing it in one motion. It doesn't look like he's taking the ball back or anything. He's doing it in one quick motion.
Yeah, saves you those microseconds, like how Dhoni does.
And he's showing today that there's still a role for guys who are like great keepers, right? Because obviously, especially in T20, lately obviously the trend is to get someone who might be like an average or below average keeper as long as they can bat well, right? But he's showing today that you still need like a great keeper, and you saw, I would say, the wicket for Mohsin Jaika. He took that wicket, I would say, more than the bowler. So
Yeah.
he's still showing value that you need a great keeper behind the stumps.
Definitely. You get a wicket like Mohsin Jaika's, you already add 20-30 runs to the team at a very fast rate.
Mhm.
Fahad, he is now in some song. I can see that he's super comfortable now. He's trying to middle the ball. He's trying to make sure there's not enough dot balls now. He's just trying to make sure He's rotating the strike. He's just a couple of hits away from leveling his score. So I wouldn't mind much about his strike rate right now, but from now on he shouldn't have too many dot balls.
So who do you think at this stage should take the risk? Should it be Fahad, who's played 19 deliveries, or should it be Hassan, who's obviously new to the crease? But one of them needs to take the risk, right? Both of them cannot just, I would say, just take singles.
Absolutely. I think Fahad should keep going at this point because Hassan just walked in and Hassan is a big wicket. If he can anchor up to maybe like 20, 22 runs, then he can go boom boom after that.
Yeah, and knowing Hassan, I think he's waiting for the spinners to come on. I think, especially the slog sweep shot, I think that's his favorite against the spinners. I think, once the spinners come on, I think he's definitely going to try to take them on.
Definitely. Brilliant shot.
And I like that Fahad, he's a bit behind in the strike rate, but he's definitely trying to make it up by, running the first one hard and trying to, maybe steal a few runs here and there.
Definitely. So I can tell you, if Fahad plays until the 15th run, Fahad will most likely end up hitting a 50.
15th over, you mean?
No, if he scores 15,
okay, then he'll get to 50.
then he'll get to 50.
Okay.
Because I've seen this trend with this kid.
Okay.
He takes his time, but once he gets his eye in, he's so strong on the leg.
I feel like, I probably have to come up with another prediction for tonight's game as far as like which player is going to do what. So give me till the 10th over and I'll come up with one.
Sounds
I think
good.
that's around the time when I came up with Harris's prediction last game.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to see who's padded up in the dugout. Looks like Hamad Qureshi's one.
But look at the teams here. So balanced, such good teams.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see no one other than Hamad Qureshi, as far as what I can tell, is padded up. None of the big hitters, I would say, are padded up, or so it doesn't seem like a pinch hitter role is on for anyone tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the right call though. Because you see that the full toss are not being converted to boundaries. You know the kind of batsmen they're at. They're struggling to get those singles and doubles. You need somebody to kind of accelerate and show some momentum even for them to go after them. I think even Sikandar Solecha could be a good move. Because he's not somebody who just blindly swings. He has his ability to score singles and doubles, compose batting.
And he's someone you've seen, whether it's this tournament or tournaments in other states or even like other leagues, he's come up clutch in many situations for many different teams. So obviously, as long as you have him in there, whether it's bowling, batting, or fielding, he's a match winner on his own as well. So, again, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't want to not leave enough deliveries for some of those guys like Asim Khan, Sikandar Soleja, some of these guys that can really take the game away. You don't want a situation where there's only 3 or 4 overs left for these guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, again, the too many dot balls, right? I mean, only 2 boundaries so far in the first 9 overs, and too many dot deliveries. I mean, this is not an ideal start for Skokie Patriots.
Absolutely. They have the wickets. They need to start manufacturing something. If the bowling's really good, that's the only way.
Yeah, that's the thing when you play against DeePark. You have to earn everything. They're not going to bowl many wide deliveries, no balls, or any loose deliveries, right? They're going to take all the catches.
They don't drop catches.
And they're very good between as far as getting direct hits or stopping the singles. So you definitely have to earn everything when you play against them. That's why obviously that's one of the reasons they're 3-1 in the tournament. So Skokie needs another special innings here tonight to even put up a respectable total, I would say.
Definitely. And all I need is a good cracker of a game. Really coming in, driving 1 hour one way. You sit here, you talk for 20 overs. Oh, that's a good shot. It's in the gap. Might even be a boundary. No, that's good fielding there from Prithvish Patel. Still will get 2. So this is exactly what I was talking about. You see Fahad now. He's looking really comfortable. At one point he was not even middling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden he's middling everything. He's finding the gaps. Good kid. Good talent.
Yeah, and he's a guy I think, obviously he's still very young, but he's a guy I think, as he gets older and develops his game, I think I would like to see him bowl more. I think, he's a very good spinner as well. Obviously, he doesn't get that many chances to do that, but I think someone that can at least be a part-time bowler, and if he keeps working on it, be more than that.
Certainly. Urvish Patel is doing brilliant. Oh, that's long on and gone.
And that's what we talked about, right? DeePark, they're not going to drop many catches, and that was an easy one, but, they take the tough ones, and they definitely do not drop the easy ones.
Definitely. And look at my prediction, though. Told you.
He saved you.
I know, right? I don't think he saved me.
Well, technically your prediction isn't wrong, so I feel like you get to make another one tonight.
No, I said if he touches 15
Right.
is when he scores 50.
So I'm saying it's invalid now, so you get to make one more prediction.
Absolutely. Yeah, I told you.
Well, looks like Farhan Arshad is actually coming up.
Absolutely, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Got to accelerate. Have to find something now. The score's not good. The wickets are crumbling whenever they want to accelerate. So they might as well go full on.
And in T20, losing 3 wickets in 10 overs isn't the worst thing. So it's not like I would say like they have wickets pressure. I think they just haven't had enough runs. And at this time, I don't think now, because they only have 42 runs in 9.2, I don't think they can wait till like the 14th over at this stage to accelerate. They have to go now.
Definitely.
Because if they want to get to 160, like now is the time, right? They don't have the luxury of saying, hey, we'll take it deep and then we'll go. This is the time to get it going. And, if they lose wickets in the process, so be it. But again, last thing you want to do is save your wickets and not have enough runs on the target on the board.
Absolutely. And I don't think the keeper is actually
Harshal
Patel. Because
This
Harshal
is-
Patel is a keeper for Raptors.
Okay. It says Ravi.
Oh, Ravi Patel. Yeah, there you go. So that's the deal.
Let's give props to Ravi Patel then. He's been excellent behind the stumps. So still to bat for Skokie Patriots. Obviously, we talked about Hamad Qureshi. They still have Raja Mohammad, who played a nice cameo last game around. They have Sikandar Soleja, Mohsin Khan, Qasim Khan, Tala Mohsin, Yaqub Ali. So, I would say every single person that's still left to bat can bat and hit boundaries. It's just a matter of time which one of these guys can, play that special innings.
Certainly.
And again, more dot balls for Skokie Patriots,
Yeah, they are trying to accelerate now, but I don't think they're doing it the right way. He's trying to swing at everything.
Yeah, and this is why the power play was so important, because it's not easy. As you know, the Hanover Park pitch isn't the easiest pitch to bat on. It's not very easy to start someone come in and expect it to hit a boundary from the first ball. So, and now I think anyone that comes in probably feels like they have to do that from the first delivery, and aren't even taking a single or two just to get themselves going a little bit.
Yeah, that was a short ball. Farhan tried to pull it towards the backward square leg, missing it completely on that occasion, and just 2 runs and a wicket this over. So at the end of 10 overs, Skokie Pats 42 for 3. They are missing the script.
Yeah, and smart bowling by Urvesh, is changing the pace, and as we saw last game too. On this pitch, as long as you keep changing the pace, it's I think you're going to be successful as a bowler. And nicely,
Oh, what a shot! That is the first boundary. Looks like Hassan is going to open the innings.
And the ball
Open
made,
the 6 account here.
and they made a sweet sound coming off the bat. And as soon as you hit it, you could tell that it's going to go the distance, right? Just, we talked about the ball making the sound off the bat, and that sounded really well.
Absolutely. I'll have to watch the replay on that occasion if we have one.
Oh, that could be close. Oh, and it's given out. Oh, I would love to
Oh,
see
my
a replay
goodness.
of that one. That was a very close run out there.
Farhan Arshad, that's a big wicket now. Placing it. Didn't seem like out from this angle, but maybe he didn't land the bat.
Yeah, that
He's probably outside and he didn't land the bat. Because the way I mean, it looks like he was way inside from here.
yeah.
But you never know. The umpires, they're always in the best position. And Kalim Bhai, he's like Mr. Perfectionist. Even if he has the slightest doubt, he usually won't give it. So I believe he just didn't land the bat inside the crease. He's probably outside.
And if you could see the replay, I thought maybe he might have been running on the grass, or maybe because of that he didn't, ground his bat as quickly as he would have liked to. But yeah, it looked like he was there, but maybe that's what it is. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, he actually didn't go straighter. He kind of went away, so he had more ground to cover. So had he run straight, probably would have been safe. That's a big wicket yet again. Hamad Qureshi joins Hassan Khan. It's all happening here at the Hanover Park, ladies and gentlemen. A 6, a wicket. What's going to be next?
I would say a dot ball based on what's been happening so far.
It's an awkward position to view the ground from. The sun hits you right in the eye, even with the cap on.
So, I mean, obviously you've been commentating most of the tournament. Is there a reason why the setup is here on this angle?
I have no idea. I don't get into those because it takes a lot of effort for folks to do it. When you ask a question, it's very easy to piss them off.
Maybe the Wi-Fi is better on this angle.
I didn't see Manan Patel in the crease so far. I wonder where he is at.
I'm not seeing his name in the playing 11.
Surprising though.
Yeah. And we earlier talked about the fielding for DeePark, and I would say their fielding has earned them 2 wickets, right? The stumping earlier, and even this run out. I mean, it was I would say the single was on, and I would say the fielder made a really good throw that was on target, and again the keeper very
Absolutely.
lightning quick hands there.
That's a full toss one. Couldn't quite connect that. Hassan Khan, a lot depends on him. If he can score a quick fire 50 or a 60, can pull the game back.
And again the same spot. This time the fielder has to.
Look at that. That looked pretty close as well.
Yeah. Again, even the singles that you think are easy are close here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ravi Patel's killing it at the moment.
Just by looking at the dugout, it looks like Qasim Khan and let's see who else is padded up there. It looks like Raja Mohammad are the 2 batsmen that might come in next.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's really padded up at this point because the run rate, they've got to start accelerating. They need to be at least They need to start scoring at least 10 runs from now on.
Yeah, I mean they need a boundary per over, and they need one of those big overs, right? They need at least one of those 20 run in over, or maybe a couple of the 15 runs overs, because that's what they need. Because even if they get 8 or 9 per over from here, they're not gonna go anywhere, and they have to stop playing the dot balls, right? I think at minimum they need a single of every delivery.
Definitely. Hassan Khan's trying hard.
Yeah, look at that throw. I mean, that throw was perfect for both ends, actually.
It's almost like, I'm going to throw, you just decide where to pick it up.
Exactly. And I think that was Jay Patel, I believe. And obviously he's one of the best fielders going around.
Definitely. So 9 overs to go, 53 balls left, and that's ball. This is just not on. What is Hamad trying to do there? It's a York delivery. Look at that replay. That's right into the block hole.
And I don't think, not to make an excuse for him, I just don't think he was sent in a position where he could have been really successful. Again, we talked about his natural batting position. Fahad and Hassan came into that spot, so I don't think he should have come up now in this situation. I think it would have been someone else, and it looks like Qasim Khan is coming to bat. I think either Qasim or Sikandar should have come in one position earlier.
Absolutely. Nonetheless, they still have 5 wickets. They still have 9 overs to do the damage. 90 from now will still get them to 140, which is still not bad. All right, so Qasim Khan is at the crease now. Urvish Desai, oh boy, he's killing it. 3.2 overs, 3 wickets, just 11 runs. He's doing the most of the damage here tonight. That's brilliant, that's class, that's elegance at display for you folks tonight. Using that gap in the covers, he knows the fielder is in the deep extra cover, so he'll have no problems placing it and taking that single. Oh, that's a shorter one. And Hassan Khan, he just tries to place it towards the long off. We'll get a single. So, ladies and gentlemen, look for who we have here. The big daddy Kamran Syed with me in the commentary box. So, Kami, what do you think of the game situation here tonight? Who do you think is going to win?
It's too early to say.
It's 12 overs done, 55 for 5. What do you think Skokie Patriots are doing right now?
They're not in good shape, but they still have a good batting lineup. Qasim and Hassan is there. Also, they have Sikandar.
Absolutely. 3 mighty batsmen. Definitely they're going to be on a song here tonight. They have full license, to be honest. The way they're paced in the game right now, they will definitely look to attack.
Right, and definitely they are a game changer player. So let's see.
Absolutely.
It's still too early. They need only a few overs to change the game.
Got it. So where has Big Daddy been all this while in the Midwest Premier League?
I was gone. I was on vacation.
Tell us about your journey. Walk us through.
Yeah, where have you been
Sorry,
traveling to?
long journey.
So Big Daddy scored a century in the last week. Mighty century. The lone warrior of the team. Didn't get enough support.
And I think you were there with me.
We gave a good start. We almost got 62 in 5 overs.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good start. But we just couldn't get that through. There was no partnerships being built. And I have seen that you were the lone warrior fighting it out. So talk us through that experience. What did it feel like chasing a mammoth total of 219?
Well, I was playing my natural game, and I got lucky a few times, so I had to take advantage out of it. So
as they say, the luck is always
The luck is right.
with the brave. And I know you like to take your chances. I've seen some really, really big ones. Some magnificent hits. Unfortunately, you didn't get any award that night because of the innings that Ramesh Raja Jr. played.
right. I mean, he did excellent.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
Brilliant.
I thought they're gonna score 200, but they didn't do well in last couple of overs. I think last 3 or 4 overs. Oh, matter of fact, I was bowling last last 2 overs.
And Sri, as you like to know, Kami Bhai is actually, his Cougars is actually playing the Skokie Patriots in Yash Premier League this Saturday.
Oh, my God.
So we're gonna have a good game this Saturday.
So we're going to have a game on Friday as well.
Right, Friday night, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think with
We're going to play Chicago players.
Chicago players.
It's going to be an interesting game. So what do you
Watch
think?
out, Chicago players.
So Kami, why don't you tell us about what you think about these franchise tournaments? Like, you've been playing in Chicago for so many years. You would have seen cricket evolving from jute mat, the days when we used to
Right,
carry
we used
that
to
jute
carry
mat.
Oh wow, you remember that?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
that was a long time.
we used
You're
to-
supposed to carry.
Nail them
nail
and then
them.
cover
Oh,
it up.
man.
It would have been it was a different ball game.
Long
And
time.
look at
Yeah,
these
but I'm-
AstroTurfs.
Right. I used to watch it on TV because I'm only 21.
You're 21 now or you're 21 then?
Actually, I'm 21. I just turned 21 a couple of months ago.
Okay, 21 plus, right?
As long as you're not counting nights, weekends, and holidays, I'm good to go.
All right, thank you so much, Kami, for being here. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Sherry.
All right, so we have Sabi back with us.
You know, it seems like doesn't matter which person comes into the commentary box, the luck isn't changing for Skokie Patriots tonight.
Skokie pads, they need to start accelerating.
And they're trying. It just seems like they haven't been able to connect. I mean, I don't think it's the lack of effort by these two. They're trying to swing, but you obviously have to give credit to the bowlers as well, right? They're bowling
They are
really
bowling
tight lines. Yeah.
terrifically, absolutely. They're not dropping any catches. They're doing their 100% right now. Just brilliant.
Ooh.
They are doing an incredible job.
Yeah, and T20 dot balls will be the death of you, and it seems like Skokie Patriots are dying by the dot balls tonight.
Absolutely. The start hasn't been so great, really. They should have saved some. They should have got some more boundaries in the power play. You look at that swinging. They're not trying to get under the ball. They're just trying to muscle their way through.
I mean, if you look at it, they've had 3 boundaries in 14 overs. I mean, that's not going to get you anywhere.
Absolutely. But Kami was optimistic. Oh, look at that. Might be the boundary after some time. Yes, it was. Much needed boundary for the Skokie Patriots. Hello? Hello? Kaka. క్రాంతి ఉంటే తీసుకొచ్చేయ స్పార్టన్స్ యా డెఫినెట్లీ ఓకే యా సౌండ్స్ గుడ్ ఓకే యా
Yeah, I would say Hassan's the one that needs to, at this point, bat till like the 20 overs, right? He's well set in. He's hit a few boundaries now. He can definitely be the one that hits a few boundaries and over.
Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Oh, that's really, really good fielding in the deep. The ball was racing away towards the boundary. Prithvish Patel definitely saving 3 runs on that occasion. What an incredible shot and very, very brilliant fielding effort there from Prithvish Patel.
Yeah, and not just stopping the boundary, but also staying upright while fielding it and preventing the second run there as well. So I mean, amazing job there.
Absolutely. Surprisingly, I don't see Manan Patel here tonight in the DeePark team. Pretty surprising. Wonder what's happened to Manan Patel. I haven't seen him play recently, in the last 1 month.
Maybe we can get one of the guys from DeePark to give, for a quick word here and tell us.
So looks like Manan Patel, he's playing in California right now. Big players that travel all over US to play multiple leagues. But nonetheless, DeePark has no worries here tonight. They've done a brilliant job so far. They've just got to do well to finish this, to reduce Skokie Pats with a decent total. So they don't have to rely on somebody like Manan Patel to give them the start.
Yeah, and DeePark is a team that's a deep team, right? You have everyone that does something for the team. Oh,
that's a drop catch.
Is that Sargam Patel?
Looks like it is Sargam Patel. Quite the opposite of Jay Patel. Jay Patel, he doesn't drop any of those.
Actually, Sargam is has very safe hands as well. Obviously, Jay is a spectacular fielder, but Sargam, I would say. The team expects him to take those as well, and you see he's at one of the crucial positions as well. So
definitely, I mean, on any other day, I would rarely see Sargam dropping as well. But I can't even dream of Jay Patel dropping in.
Well, you've heard of the commentators' jinx, so.
Oh, that's a good shot. Just couldn't connect it. Tried to pull one towards the mid wicket.
Great job of running. Yeah.
Look at Kasim Bhai pushing himself at this age. Really brilliant.
I don't think he'll take that comment too lightly at this age.
I've seen Kasim Bhai playing in ACC when I came in, and he was already an experienced player then.
Seems like all the batsmen tonight have just been early, right? Like you can tell, like DeePark, the plan is to like take the pace of the ball, not give the batsman any pace to connect, and all the batsmen seem like they're swinging wildly and swinging early.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of dot balls, a lot of runs coming in the form of buys, and that's a good shot. Should be a 6. Yes, it is. Finally, Qasim Khan, he gets into the act. Launches one towards the cow corner. A big one, a monstrous hit. A much needed one for the Skokie Pats.
And it was his catch that Sargam dropped at the beginning of the over. So let's see if that comes back to haunt them at all. I mean, you know what? I will say if Qasim Bhai bats 20 deliveries, he gets to 45 runs. That's my prediction for tonight.
All right, let's look at that. 20-45?
20-45.
All right, let's look at that. You were pretty close last time with Haris Vora. Wonder what's going to happen tonight.
And special shout out to Haris. I mean, not only he batted well, he took every single award that night.
Oh yeah, absolutely brilliant. One of those days that you don't forget.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that fielding effort. Just brilliant. They're trying to make the Pats earn every single. They're not giving anything away lightly. So wonderful to watch. Look at that effort. Oh, direct hit could have been even closer.
Yeah, and even though they've lost 5 wickets, they still have plenty of batting left in the dugout, and I'm hoping that they're not in a situation where guys like Sikandar Soleja don't get to bat or only get to face a few deliveries, right? I mean, now I think we've been talking about it since like the last 5 overs. It's absolute go time for the Skokie Pats right now.
Absolutely, these 5 overs, they still have Hassan Khan on the crease along with Qasim Khan. There is the mighty Sikandar Soleja. They also have Mohsin Khan. They can take their chances. If they can hit a couple of sixers, changes the momentum completely. Because mind you, they have pulled back the run rate with those sixers. 15 overs, 78 for 5. Not a bad thing. Score 50 from now, you still end up scoring about 130.
I mean, there has to be the absolute minimum now to have like any sort of defendable target is getting 50, but 60 from this stage, maybe get to 140, defending 140. That would, from this situation would be, they'd be happy with that, I would say.
Definitely.
And if you look at the bowling tonight from DeePark, I wouldn't say there's been a bowler that you say has like absolute great pace or anything like that, but they're just bowling smart, bowling to great line of lengths, and and bowled very disciplined. So gotta give them credit.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that shot from Qasim Khan. Not just another. This game's gonna get interesting now.
Just need a few more to make me look smart.
One heck of a prediction that would be. No two things about it. At this rate, he might even break your prediction in the shackles. Come through for the Skokie Pats. It's a slotted delivery. Picked it up brilliantly from the slot and executed it with perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a shot. This is high and up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. No, he won't reach to that. They'll get to. This is good acceleration from Qasim.
Yeah, I think neither batsman should care, and I don't think they do care about their wicket at this point. I think every ball they need to aim for a boundary at this stage.
Absolutely, and I think that's exactly what they're trying to do. Pressure on Rohan Patel right away. First 2 balls, 8 runs. Oh, this is slash towards the extra covers. And the boundary there. What an incredible hit from Qasim Khan. That catch, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna come back haunting.
Yeah, and that was a flat batted 4, well hit there.
Oh boy, this is just brilliant. Beautiful scenes these. You think it's all over, and all of a sudden you see a Rinku Singh kind of an innings. Oh boy,
And in T20, momentum is very important, right? Like if you ask them like beginning of the innings, 140, 150 wouldn't be enough. But now from this stage, if they can get there, they would feel like they have a fighting chance, and they would come back really strong on the bowling side. So I think T20 momentum matters a lot, and like how these last 5 overs go, I think is gonna determine the game.
Absolutely. 14 from the first 4. Rohan Patel definitely under pressure. The run rate now almost 6 runs per over. One point they struggle to keep 5 per over. All of a sudden they are at 6. Oh, this time Hassan places one towards extra cover, only get 1. Neil Patel, a very good fielder.
And you would think Qasim Khan, with 1 delivery left in the over, he's going to try to get 1 more boundary to really make this a special over for the Skokie Patriots, right?
15 to me is a very special over in any format of the game.
I agree, but the situation they're in, they need either a couple more of these or at least get this to like a 19 or 21 run over, and then then it's really going to be special.
Certainly. Look at Hassan Khan's innings. He's played that innings of Hamad Qureshi.
We've turned Hamad Qureshi's inning into an adjective, right? That's how we describe an anchor innings now.
So Hamad Qureshi played the same innings in the previous game. There was some fireworks towards the end, and this time, that's
well taken.
Jay Patel, he's not going to drop any of those. He's made it up for his brother here tonight.
Yeah.
Sargam Patel.
And he was looking good there, right? And it's one of those things where you're in T20, few overs left, you have to go for it, and unfortunately for Qasim Khan, he hits it straight to the fielder. But let's see who's next now. It looks like Sikandar Soleja is coming in next. So, from one power hitter to another, and if Sikandar can get going, he can definitely pick up the pace where Qasim Khan left it.
Absolutely. We've been talking much about the Skokie Pats batting, but we have really sidelined the DeePark bowling here tonight. Look at how Rohan Patel came back. A 15-run over to get rid of Qasim Khan. It's a big comeback. Brilliant bowling. All-round display from the DeePark here tonight. Look at those. Look at that. Urvish Desai. Oh boy. Take a bow. 4 overs, 15 runs, 3 wickets. And everybody else bowled well. Just that the Rohan Patel's over was expensive. Rohan Patel, he was also a little expensive, 7.5, but T20 cricket, that's all right.
I think you'll take that all day.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just that from Rohan Patel.
Yeah, I think Urvesh showing how experience matters. He knew how to attack the batsman in the middle overs, right? That's in T20 cricket, obviously, like the power play, the batsmen are going to go hard. Towards the end, the batsmen are going to go hard. It's the middle overs that really sets the game, and he's bowling those change of pace deliveries, and picked up 3 wickets.
Definitely. Brilliantly driven. We'll get one, Hassan Khan.
But again, great bowling there, right? Not giving him a chance to really extend his arms and slog sweep, over mid-wicket or square leg, just making him play straight and not giving him much room there.
Definitely. That's the power of a good length ball. Ball in that good length, you make that batsman reach out for that. You see only batsmen trying to convert it.
Ooh!
Oh, that's a very, very good ball. Look at that. Again.
I would love to see a replay there. I wonder if the keeper fumbled the ball there, because it seemed like maybe Sikandar's foot was maybe outside for a quick second there. Oh.
Brilliantly placed into the gaps. Some nice fast hands. Get a single. Singles won't help. They've got to keep going. I know Sikandar Soleja, he's just trying to get his eye in. Nothing wrong with it. That's only the second ball he's faced. But the time that he's come in just doesn't have that luxury.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to Rohan Patel, because it's not easy, and that's...
look at that shot. That's high and handsome. Placed it right near that mid-wicket fielder. What an incredible shot from Hassan Khan. He's been the lone warrior for the Skokie Pats here tonight. For a minute, his innings looked like it was Ahmad Qureshi's innings. But no, he's playing the Hassan Khan innings.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, give credit to Roon Patel because it's not easy to bowl as a spinner in the death overs, and he hasn't let Hassan Khan or anyone really extend their arms, and that was the one bad delivery so far.
Oh, just brilliant from Hassan Khan. Always Mr. Consistent for Skokie Pats. We were lucky to get him out early. The last game against the Dolphins. He usually likes to construct that innings and gives their team the decent total. Just lucky to get him out early. That should be gone. Yes, it is.
Nicely taken.
That's the end of Sikandar Soleja.
And I think Sikandar, you can tell he's really mad at himself because if you look back on the replay, he could have put that ball anywhere. I mean, he had plenty of time to either hit it more towards the mid wicket or hit it more finer. It seems like he just stopped and didn't extend his arms completely.
Well, he tried to pull that one from the off. Let's watch the replay once again.
Yeah, it seemed like he had plenty of time to really swing around and maybe get it finer, and he just couldn't get it there.
You look at that. It was actually not a leg side delivery. It was more like a straighter one, right onto the off wicket or something. But he's got that shot. So he tried to pull one. That was a fast ball, so probably he didn't have enough time to put it towards the backward square leg. But you can't really blame Sikandar Kenya.
No, definitely not.
He did what's right for his team.
And other than that one hiccup by Sargam, I would say the fielding has been amazing tonight by DeePark. And if you look at it, if Sargam doesn't drop that catch, you take another 16, 18 runs from Qasim Khan, where would Skokie Patriots be right now?
Absolutely. So Dolphins, they beat both these teams. We lost against a lot of easier teams, but we beat both these teams, DeePark and Skokie Pats, in the 30-30.
And that's cricket for you because and I think sometimes you take it easy against teams, and I wouldn't say there's any easy team, but some teams you would not as great of a record and you don't go with the same intensity.
Absolutely. Hassan Khan, there's 3 overs to go. What is this man gonna do? If he can get 30 or even 40, can be a fighting total.
More runs from here?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hassan Khan, he's playing on 34. He's set. He's on the strike.
Yeah, he definitely can. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I want to watch a cracker of a game.
We all do.
Oh, he's just swinging at it. The ball kept low. Usually it bounces off. On this occasion, it just sat low.
So Sri, you talk about your Dolphins. Where do they stand in the points table in the Yes Premier League?
I believe we are 10, I guess. We lost some games early on. Some of the easy games. This is high and up in the air.
Oh.
You see the bowler moving with the ball. He's never going to take that.
And I think you see this quite often, and I don't understand why. The batsman should have taken 2 runs there. That was definitely high enough. They could have easily ran for 2. And instead of having the new batsman face, you could have Hassan Khan back on strike.
Absolutely. And look at how Urvish actually was in a comfortable position to take that catch. But Rohan Patel called it and went for it. You really can't say anything to Urvish Patel because it's Rohan who got that opportunity. He wanted to take that, missed it. Oh, that's 4.
And that's a no ball given as well, so...
Absolutely.
I wonder if DeePark takes their one challenge that they've given for a... Oh.
Okay. All right.
And it's been reviewed.
So this no ball is challenged. So let's watch the replay. All right, so the decision was reviewed, and the third umpire gave it a no ball as well. So the umpire's absolutely bang on. It was definitely over the waist. No two things about it.
And I really like this, implementation of a challenge here of the no ball, right? I mean, it's something, because we have an amazing camera crew here, and we can capture those images and make a decision. So, it's great that Midwest is providing that review system for a over the waist no ball.
Absolutely. This time it's pulled towards the square leg. We'll only get one. They should start going for twos. Or maybe that's just for Hassan Khan to be on strike. That's probably why they didn't run two. But they have to start going for everything now.
Yeah, at this stage, I think Hassan needs to keep strike as much as possible, right? I mean, I think anytime he's batting, they need to turn around and go for the second run.
Oh, that's edged. They'll only get one. That's okay. There's just one ball to go. And maybe Hassan Khan just face all of the next over and try to maximize.
Yeah, what would be ideal for Skokie is Mohsin Khan can hit a boundary here. I mean, that would be definitely ideal for them.
Oh, yeah. That's what the Pats would be praying for tonight. Oh, should be a wide. No, that's the end of the over.
I thought the umpire reaching for a wide, but he was reaching for the hat to give back to the bowler.
So there's a message going in from the dugout in the form of a water bottle.
What message do you think can be given at this point, but to just say, hey, swing at everything?
I think the message is don't take any more singles.
Okay.
Just try and stay Hassan. Just play your 6 balls. Try and take a single of the last ball. Just face all the 12 deliveries.
So you think now if there's a single in the circle, he should deny it?
I believe so.
Okay. And again, while this doesn't seem like a big target here, as we know, chasing under the lights is never easy. Skokie has a really good bowling lineup, and this Hanover Park pitch isn't easy. So, if you take, even if Skokie gets to 120, 130, they take some early wickets, and they can make it a ball game.
Oh yeah, definitely. You talk about these low-scoring games, they're always tricky, because when you start chasing a total of 250, 200, you end up scoring those 180s, and all of a sudden you start chasing 120, you hardly reach that.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset, right? You go into the mindset, hey, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not, you sometimes forget to play positive cricket, and you play into the bowling side's hand there.
Absolutely. Oh, this time it's edged and gone.
Oh,
no, that's
dropped.
dropped. Is that Chirag Mamba? Is that Chirag Mamba?
And it is Chirag Mamba.
That looks like it's Chirag Mamba. Oh boy. Chirag wanted to take that one. Would have been the end of Hassan Khan. Oh, this time Mohsin, look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about. Hassan Khan should just stay and stand and deliver, because they're anyways not going to get anything out of this. There might be a couple of big hits if Hassan maybe faces the 6 deliveries.
Yeah, and I think Hassan hits spinners really well, and we saw in the last over he had run for a 6-over mid-wicket. So if he can, Mohsin Khan, I think he should just look for a single here and, let Hassan get at least 3 chances at it.
Oh, this time it's up in the air and gone, because Jay Patel, he's not going to drop any of those.
And I really like this new, rule that ICC has implemented about, the crossing, right? I think if the bowling side takes a wicket, they should have the opportunity to, bowl against a new batsman. I mean, I think all the rules are more geared towards the batsman anyways.
Yeah.
So I like this change because, this gives you gives the bowling side an advantage after taking a wicket.
Definitely. Wonder who's walking in.
Looks like it's Raja Mohammed.
I wonder why Raja Mohammed came so lower down the order. He actually went up the order in the last game.
And I think that's one of the. I mean, I think when Skokie Patriots look back at their tournament here in the MPL, that's one of the things I think has cost them is just the inconsistency in the playing 11s and the batting lineups as well. And sometimes it's tough because you don't have the same guys available every week. But I think not having like a consistent like top order, middle order, I think has really hurt them in this tournament.
Absolutely. No two things about it. Oh, this is just not happening. Oh, good fielding. Oh, direct hit. Could have been closer.
I think
You should have seen Kalim Bhai when that was happening. He was standing on one leg. He was tensed as well.
I think he was ready to raise his finger. That was a direct hit.
Absolutely. So Hassan Khan now on strike. He's got 2 balls. Only 1 ball to do whatever he wants to do, because we know what he's going to do the last ball. Yeah, now he's not going to go for the big one for sure. He will try to take a single and keep strike.
You think so? I think he's going to swing at it. I think he feels like he can take on the spinners more than the pacers. And I think he's going to go for a boundary here. I don't think he's going to go for a single.
Yeah, if he was any smarter, he wouldn't do that.
I think he went for it and
He
it turned out
went
to be a
for it,
single.
yeah. Oh boy. So the Skokie Pats 111 for 8 haven't really succeeded in this tournament so far, posting big totals. Got to do something about that.
You
Wonder
know,
what's the status of Skokie Pats after this game in the points table.
they'll be 1-4, and I think it's going to be really difficult for them to qualify. I think at this stage they still control their own destiny, but I think if they lose this game, they'll still be mathematically alive, but not control their own destiny, I believe.
So look at that. Brilliant bowling stats. And Rohan Patel, even he's gone. He is bowled brilliantly to come back strong.
Leave it, I'll get it. Yeah. And the last over is being bowled right now, and Skokie Pats. They're probably hoping for at least 14 runs to get to that 125 target, and have somewhat of a respectable total to bowl at. See, again, I don't see the batsmen. They could have easily ran 3 there. They can still run 3 here. I just don't see the urgency here. The batsman is not happy with that call by the umpire. He thought that should have been a wide delivery. It's hard to tell from this angle. It definitely seemed like it was touch and go.
Yeah, as I was saying, he's been the lone warrior. Oh, that's a very, very good ball. Rohan Patel is really turning it up for his team.
And give him credit, right? I mean, death overs, he's bowling this ball on the off stump line, towards the wide line. And, if the batsman hits you for a boundary there, you just tip your cap to him. But otherwise, you're not letting him go to his strength. Let's see, they definitely should run 3 here to get Hassan back on the strike. Sorry, Raja back on the strike. But at this stage, I don't think they can deny any more runs, right? I mean, you take what you can get.
So that's the last ball. And that's just one run. So that's 117 and 118 is the target for DeePark. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back to see the chase and see whether DeePark will be able to do that. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So the innings just started. Very first ball, Chirag Mamba playing along with Urvish Desai. Tala Mohsin, he's into the attack right away. It's going to be an interesting chase. These low scoring chases are always interesting. Just when you think it's just the low total and you play for it, things usually end up differently. Oh, brilliant shot. What a shot this is. Brilliant shot. What a six off the second ball. Urvish Desai, he's on a song. Look at that replay. Shot a one, and look at that from UV. He knew it the second the ball of the bat. That's gonna be a brilliant shot. Oh, this time he again goes towards the third man. There's a fielder there. That's gone. So much action here in 3 balls. The game's on. Urvish Desai just tried to flick one towards the wideish backward point, almost towards the third man, and the fielder waiting for him right there. Oh boy. It was brilliantly played, just found the fielder, and that's the end of Urvish Desai. The intent just brilliant from the DeePark. They started with a bang. It's definitely going to be interesting now. Oh, brilliantly played. Oh, that's a drop catch. Oh my goodness here. Oh, brilliant visuals there. Look at that camera angle. It's a drop catch from Yaqub Ali. That could have been the big wicket of Ravi Shah. Oh, brilliantly played. Chirag Mamba just trying to drive it towards the gap between the point and the cover. Good fielding there. What an incredible first over this is. This is the kind of T20 game I want to see. See a six, a wicket, a drop catch, everything in just a matter of 3 deliveries. Oh, this time Chirag wanted to go downtown, misses it completely. It's a good comeback after being hit for a 6 from Tala. Come back with a wicket and just a single after that. Very good first over for both teams. Mind you, DeePark will only need 118 to win tonight, which is less than run a ball. They've already scored 7, but they did lose the big wicket of Urvish Desai. Hassan Khan, what a brilliant innings up top. Qasim Khan accelerated for some part. Mohammad Fahad and Mohsen Jekka played a decent knock. The extras, 8 extras. Look at that bowling. Just brilliant bowling execution. Rohan Patel went for 15 in the first over, came back really strong. But Urvish Desai, look at that. He's done really well in bowling here tonight. Helped his team restrict Skokie Pats to 117. That's good running. Direct hit as well. A lot of action here. Just brilliant. Ahmad Qureshi, the keeper tonight. It's a surprising change as well. So Qasim Khan into the attack. I'm surprised Farhan Arshad is not into the attack yet. He's a swing bowler, very lethal. He should have opened the new ball because he'll lose the swing eventually. Oh, brilliant. Just driven straight down the ground. Chirag Patel, he is looking solid here tonight. It's a good aggressive bat, mind you. He likes to play his shots. Oh, what a shot. What a good ball. What a good ball that is from Qasim Khan. A fiery pace there. Look at how the ball just elevated from that pitch. That good length area. Oh, brilliant shot. Good bowling this from Qasim Khan. They're trying to keep up that pressure. They're not letting DeePark get to that flying start. Real good momentum. Chirag Mamba, he'll just have to look to play those singles and doubles. Oh, this is high and up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. Farhan Arshad, he is not going to drop any of those. That's the second wicket. The wicket of Chirag bowler Patel. So the Skokie Pats, they had this dream start. They got it. Prithvish Patel now into the attack. Mind you, DeePark, they'll not worry about losing wickets because they have very good batting lineup. They battle deep. They battle almost the 11th batsman. The last batsman can bat too. So they're not going to worry about the wickets. They just have to keep scoring that 6 runs per over. Except for that 6 from Urvish. Even the singles have dried up for the most part. But DeePark, they can raise up to the occasion. Super experienced team. But Skokie Pats are nonetheless, they are trying to give a fight of a lifetime. Just incredible. Oh, what a ball yet again. Might be wide. Yes, it is. The extras, they've got to control those because there's not too many runs to defend. Runs come in the form of extras. It's not going to be an ideal situation for the Pats here tonight. But Prithvish Patel, what a terrific batsman he is. Oh, that's edge. Oh my goodness, the catch dropped. What's happening here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is an interesting game. So much action in 2 overs. You didn't see the first innings in 20 overs. Prithvish Patel just trying to place it towards the third man, edged it. Farhan Arshad, the fielder, he should have taken it. The ball did travel fast for sure. Very close to him. At least close from this angle. Oh boy. What action this. Brilliant action. Oh, what a shot this is. Driven straight down the ground towards the mid-off. Will get a single, Ravi Shah. This is really looking good. Talab Mohsin is bowling super fast. Fiery spell from him. And look at that attacking shot from Ravi Shah. Love to watch the replay on that occasion. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Classic looking shot. Just didn't time it. He wanted to cut through that extra cover area. Good bowling from Talab Mohsin. Super fast. Very fiery. They know they have a very low total to defend and they've done everything right so far. Brilliant bowling display from Skokie Pats as well. Oh, brilliantly placed towards the point. Very good ball. These dot balls will add to the pressure. 106 from 17.3. The required run rate 6.06 now. DeePark will not be worried. They have wickets for the runs that need to score. Oh, brilliant bowling yet again. Oh, wide signal by the umpire. Talab Mohsin was surprised. Oh, lovely. Just defending it towards the square leg fielder. Fahd had to cover some ground. It was not right at him. Good fielding. But couldn't stop the single. One amazing thing about the DeePark team, they know how to construct the innings from where they left. Very, very experienced campaigner. DeePark as a team should be down the leg. Might be a wide and a bye. Yes, it is. These extras, they can't afford those. Qasim Khan bowled a very, very good over. Five runs of the 4 balls already of the over of Talamosin. Yeah, they will look for another single. This is good running between the wickets. They know the job that they have been sent for. Prithvish Patel, he can play his shots anytime. He has no worries about that. He's just making sure there isn't another wicket. And he's trying to close it out with the singles. That's a slower one. Good bowling from Talamosin. A slower one right into that block hole. On the off. So that's the end of the third over. And the DeePark 17 for 2. Both teams super comfortable at this time with the starts that they've got. No big deal at the moment. Skokie Pats have a very, very good bowling lineup. They've got a good bowling attack. The DeePark, they have a very, very good batting attack. Qasim Khan into the attack now. Just bowling it full and straight. He knows Prithvish Patel likes to play towards the square leg or the mid wicket. If he misses on that one, can get really dicey and fishy. Oh, what a shot from Prithvish Patel. A brilliant shot, a boundary. The first boundary of the bat of Prithvish Patel. Just using the pace and just showing the ball the direction over the point fielder. You'll just have to watch it sail over for a one bounce boundary. Oh, brilliant. Good comeback. This time bowling slightly towards the leg. Making Prithvish Patel want to watch it. He could have flicked that. Had he timed it, he could have gotten a boundary. Tried flicking that one. Just couldn't connect it well. Oh, brilliant. This time he will get a single. Good running between the wickets. These low scoring games, that's the problem. You kind of drop the ball, you keep running. All of a sudden you are still on track. All of a sudden the opposition, they'll feel the pressure. Because there's not much to defend. The required run rate just 5.88 at this time. And in a T20 game, that's easy peasy. Oh, brilliantly bowled. Very, very good line. The length just perfect. 5 runs coming of the 5 deliveries. Thanks to that boundary from Prithvish Patel, DeePark will be relieved. As long as they keep getting that 5-6 run over, they won't be worried much. Oh, this time he places one towards the backward point. We should go for a boundary. Yes, it is. It's a boundary. This time off the bat of Ravi Shah. So both these batsmen playing really sensibly. They're trying to pick the ball that they can hit the boundary. And all of a sudden they scored 9 runs this over. So at the end of 4 overs, DeePark 26 for 2. You can see the motivation going down from the Skokie Pats. The first over, second over, they were charging, they were talking, they were encouraging. They all looked animated. All of a sudden you see the body language just gone down. Oh, brilliant ball. Right into the block hole this time. Talamosin starts with a Yorker and a dot ball. Surprising to see Farhan Arshad not starting the bowling because he can swing the ball both ways. A terrific bowler. He always takes wickets. You would want somebody like Farhan Arshad to be bowling in a low scoring game. You don't want to keep him till the last where he could not do that impact. This time it's Fuller. Missed to play that full toss ball. Prithvish Patel should have gone for it. Let's watch the replay on that occasion. You see that was wideish full toss. Could have pointed it towards a gully. Should be a wide. Yes, it is. These extras, they are just not. The extras just not coming through. Should be another wide. Yes, it is. These extras, I talk about extras. Almost 6 extras bowled so far in 5 overs. Oh, brilliantly played, just driven towards the long off. Will get a single. This is good batting from both these batsmen. Look at those close-ups. You see Ravi Shah. Oh, this time it's a brilliant shot. What an incredible hit this. What a shot, Ravi Shah. Take a ball. Full and off. Picked it right from that slot. You've got to watch this replay. What an incredible shot. Right. Look at that. Just picked it right from that. Oh boy, what a treat to watch this shot. Right from that slot, picked it up. Whenever you hit a six towards that street end of the Hanover Park. What an incredible shot, and that too towards the extra cover. The fielder's right there. He'll just have to watch it sail over. There's also some work they need to do to get the ball back. Look at that crescent moon yet again. The cameras these days, mind ya. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Look at that crescent moon here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it live from the Hanover Park Stadium. That's how moon looks like for those of you who you wouldn't mind if you see a couple of transformers landing there, would ya? Oh, look at those details on the moon. The sun just falling on the half side of the moon. It's night for us. It's day for that side of the moon. Oh boy. Wonder what the temperature there is right now. Just brilliant visuals. Brilliant from Barinder Saini. Giving you this brilliant half shaded moon. Oh boy. And back to the ground. You talk about it. So the ball's back. Lucky to get the ball back. You hit the boundaries on that side of the Hanover Park. You always go searching. Most probably end up replacing the ball. Not on this occasion, not tonight. What a brilliant shot from Ravi Shah. He is taking the aggression. The Skokie Pats, they've got to do something here tonight. Something. Pull a rabbit off the sleeve. Oh, brilliant. Good feeling. That's exactly what you don't want to do in cricket. You injure yourself. That's a ball hit straight back. Keep your hand on to something like that. You end up like Harris Vora. Harris Vora just injured himself the same exact way. Just that he stopped it with his finger. He got a fracture and he's out for this game. Oh no. There's a bat involved. The sound was pretty audible. There was bat involved. There was two sounds there. It was very, very audible even to the commentator. I'm sitting good 65, 75 yards away from that. So umpire should have definitely listened to that. There you go. Farhan Arshad into the attack now. He's coming to ball at the last over of the power play. DeePark 35 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. Made good use of the power play. Skokie Pats, they were pretty much the same. They were only 25 for 2. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! All right, so the batsman's gone for the review. He thought that was a no. We'll come back after the third umpire decision. So the third umpire, he signaled it as a no ball. So there's gonna be a free hit. Prithvish Patel should have just stood there. It's a slower ball. Good use of the free ball. Free hit by Farhan Arshad. On है. Oh, brilliant shot. Just driven it towards the extra cover. No single there. Good fielding by Tala Mohsin. So 5.3 overs, 40 for 2. The DeePark, they are going pretty strong. They only need 5.38 now. Oh, brilliantly pulled this time towards the mid wicket. What an incredible shot that one from Prithvish Patel. He was quick to get on to that one for Farhan Arshad. They are taking on Farhan Arshad here tonight. Oh, brilliantly placed towards the gully. And a very, very good comeback from Farhan Arshad. 5.5 now, 44 for 4. DeePark looking really solid at the moment. Skokie Pats, they need to pull something up their sleeve. Oh, brilliant shot. This one towards the extra covers. There's no fielder in the deep. Yaqub Ali has a chase. They will maybe go for 3. No, they won't. They could have gotten 3. Prithvish Patel wanted 3. But Ravi Shah said, no, hang on, buddy, that's all right. So Farhan Arshad went pretty expensive. 11 runs off his first over. Prithvish Patel and Ravi Shah, as I said, DeePark, they are very, very experienced. They play as a team. They know the script really well. They often execute it to perfection. They've lost 2 quick wickets in the form of Urvish Desai and Chirag Bowler Patel. But look at how they have rebuilt this innings. Just 72 needed from 14 now. 5.14 required run rate. So the spin coming into the attack now. Salman Ahmed, Kupi, he's into the attack now. Oh, brilliant. Just hitting it against the turn, with the turn on that occasion. Placing it towards extra cover, will only get 1. So Ravi Shah and Prithvish Patel, they're taking it inch by inch closer to the victory with every ball being bowled. Usually you see these low scoring games, you only see players playing 2 ways. Somebody who just tries to play to hit that 120. Good ball, good excellent ball from Salman Ahmed, brilliant ball. Prithvish Patel missing the line completely on that occasion. Oh, this time he goes back foot and punches one towards the mid-off. Will get a single. Oh, brilliant shot. They're targeting that extra cover. Salman Kupi. Kupi is just trying to bowl that outside offline and they're trying to hit it with the spin. Again, you see that they're trying to hard target that area. They need to bring in a fielder in that area if he's going to bowl that line. That's good running between the wickets as well. They've stolen 2. That's 5 runs off that over. Good decent over for a T20 game. And even for this game from Salman Ahmed. Kalimbai there showing some football tricks. So the 50 comes up for the DeePark in 7 overs. 51 for 2. They'll only need 67 now from 13 overs. 5.15 required run rate. 8 wickets in hand. Very, very well set. Hassan Khan, he's into the attack now. The spinners. Oh, brilliantly played by Ravi Shah. Just lofted it over the point. Might be a boundary. Yes, it will be. Yes, it is. That is a boundary. That is a boundary. So that is a boundary, yes. It's a very, very good shot. Let's look at the replay on that occasion. So look at that. It was wider. Yeah, that is a boundary. There's no two things about it. Good camera coverage. This time, Ravi Shah wanted to go towards the mid wicket. Only get a single. He didn't time it well. Didn't quite middle it either. Oh, this time he slaps one towards the covers. They should get two. And yes, they will. The throw's not been direct. This is good batting by Prithvish Patel and Ravi Shah. Oh, what a shot this is. Placed it to perfection in that sweeper cover area. They should get two. The ball just stopped. There was timing but not enough power to clear this heavy outfield in that area. Brilliant shot. So the runs coming in the form of doubles now, making it easy for the DeePark. They've got 9 runs of this over so far. Oh, tried to slap one Prithvish Patel over backward point. Missed it completely. Good ball from Hassan Khan. The length was perfect and the turn was terrific. Oh, this time he will get a boundary. Brilliant shot this from Prithvish Patel. He's just manipulating the field here right now. He knows there is no deep backward point. He's targeting that area. It's 13 runs from Hassan Khan's over. DeePark 8 over 64 for 2. Just need 54 from 12 now. These two batsmen, they are anchoring each other. They're complementing each other so well. They're anchoring at each other end. You see them playing. They're playing over run a ball. Prithvish Patel 31 of 27 and Ravi Shah 20 of 13. They're taking it slow and steady. They're not losing any wickets. They're not playing any rash shots. Ravi Shah, the first ball he faced was a drop catch from Yaqub Ali. You talk about misfields, you talk about drop catches, and you talk about how it's going to affect your game. This is a classic example. Oh, what a shot. Straight down the ground. Fielder getting there. He will stop it. He'll only get one. Ravi Shah is playing brilliantly right now. Oh, brilliant ball. Prithvish Patel wanted to attack it and then stopped it halfway through. The lights in the background, they're always disturbing. Luckily, it's not towards the batsman. It's from the bowler's end towards the street end of the Hanover Park. This is really good bowling from Salman Kupi. 3 dot balls in a row and just 1 run. This is a kind of over that you want to bowl if you were to target, if you want to defend a very low scoring total. The car lights, they have become a problem now. The batsman didn't have any problem. There you go, the lights are now turned off. Brilliantly driven. Should not get a single there. Yaqub Ali. Oh no, Sikandar Soleja, the fielder. No, it's actually Yaqub Ali, I guess. Oh, what a shot! What a mighty hit this one. Prithvish Patel picked it right from the slot. A monstrous hit, at least 85 meters. What an incredible hit to end the Salman Khan's over. He bowled really well until the last ball. This just was in the slot, and look at that, Prithvish Patel. That's the Prithvish Patel we all know. Look at how big of a six it was. Just brilliant camera coverage there from Noman Khan, our own Hyderabad Shah Rukh Khan. So DeePark, they are now trying to wrap it up early. The Skokie Patriots, they've got to pull some strings up their sleeve. Is it gonna be Sikandar Soleja who's gonna provide that crucial breakthrough? This partnership has just been brilliant. Oh, what a wide. That's a big wide down the leg. Sikandar Soleja has got to control the extras. That's been troubling the Pats now. It's his first game for the Pats in the Midwest Premier League. Oh, brilliantly played. This time he places it towards extra cover. Good fielding by Fahd Mohammad. Oh, that's a very good throw as well. He'll only... Good feeling. He saved a certain boundary. Saved 2 runs for his team. Brilliant shot from Ravi Shah. The brilliance of these two batsmen, they are not letting any dot balls be there. If they do place some dot balls, they are making up for it in the same over. This is really, really good. Oh, that's a very, very good comeback from Sikandar Soleja. Cleaned Prithvish Patel up. That's the magic trick I was talking about. You want to give a comeback. Oh, brilliant bowling. The off wicket just went for a walk. It was tired standing with that brilliant partnership from Prithvish Patel and Ravi Shah. So Sikandar Soleja, he provides a crucial breakthrough in the form of Prithvish Patel. He's done his part. Prithvish Patel played a brilliant knock, brilliant innings. You cannot ask much of him. Oh, look at that visual. Look at that brilliant moon. Oh boy. What a sight. Hanover Park Stadium bringing you the visuals, the extraterrestrial visuals. Wonder which alien landed on that. Made so many holes on it. The moon currently looks like a ball that's been bowled for 15 overs. It's wonderful how spherical these planets are. These orbits around the sun, and this moon orbits around the earth. Oh, brilliantly played. Sargam Patel right into the action. What I was talking about, this DeePark team, you look at them, they just don't waste any balls. There's action everywhere. There's a wide, there's a 2-1 wicket 1. You see, this is a form of cricket you want to watch at this level. Brilliance and elegance, both at execution. Oh, should be a wide. Yes, it is. These extras, they're just not helping, are they? You bowl a good 4-run over and you give away 2 wides. That adds up to that 6th run. And you still have 2 balls to bowl. Oh, brilliant. Just driven it. Won't get a single. Oh, that's misfield by Mohsin Khan. Right into the hands of the point fielder. Just slapped one. So gives Ravi Shah the strike. It's a good over from Sikandar Soleja for T20 cricket. But tonight, no. That's above the required run rate. Anything 6 and below is alright. 7 makes it a bad over. Because you're only letting the DeePark team win with this kind of an economy. So at the end of 10 overs, DeePark 78 for 3. So 40 more needed from 10 overs with 7 wickets in hand. At this point, it purely looks like DeePark's game. Oh, what a shot this. Just brilliant shot. What an execution from Ravi Shah. Just reaching out to that. Brilliant shot. Just reaching out to that. Salman Khan is bowling way too many of those. He needs to have protection there. So the fielder goes back. So now the square leg is wide open. There's only the mid wicket, almost towards the cow corner. And the entire field's empty on the leg. So now he should still bowl the same line. If he bowls anything on the leg, oh, brilliant, brilliant batting. It was a single. Wonder why they didn't go for it. I think Ravi Shah is looking to keep the strike now for some reason. Sargam Patel is equally good a batsman. Brilliant shot, placed it towards the long on. Will only get 1. So the scoreboard keeps ticking. Oh, there was an edge and a drop catch. Sargam Patel could have gone had that catch been taken by Hamad Qureshi. The sound was audible almost till the commentary box. Definitely an edge there. Brilliant bowling. Good bowling from Kopi. This is probably why Ravi Shah wanted to keep the strike, maybe, because he probably knew that Sargam Patel would struggle. But he did take a single the next ball, so that might not probably be the reason. Brilliant by Ravi. He's not trying to hit the ball too strong. He's just trying to time it to that mid-off area, and the ball's travelling towards the long off. He's taking those easy singles. Good thinking by this batsman Ravi Shah. Brings back Sargam Patel on strike. Sargam definitely struggled with the spinner. Wonder what he'll do with Sikandar Soleja. Brilliantly played, just driven down towards the mid-off. He will get a single. This time slashes one towards the backward point. Should get two easily. Hassan Khan, he was actually towards the backward point. Had a good 15-20 yard chase. Won't stop from getting 2 runs. So Ravi Shah is playing aggressively, he's playing positively, and he's playing brilliantly most of all. He's not trying to hit the bad shots, he's trying to identify the gaps. Oh, what a shot! What a shot this one. Just pulled it towards the fine leg. What a boundary. So Ravi Shah is, look at that. Brilliant shot. Almost the sky shot. The Surya Kumar Yadav shot. Using the pace. Very, very sensible. Just placing it in the gap. Should be down the leg, might be wide. No, it's not. It's probably from the bat. Yes. Umpire didn't signal a leg by, so it's off the bat. So it's probably a catch drop by Hamad Qureshi. Let's look at the replay. Oh no, it's a hard catch to take. Never easy. That's a dot ball to end the over. So at the end of 12 overs, DeePark 92 for 3, just 26 needed from 8 overs now. They're inching in towards the victory. They're closing that gap. Brilliant game from DeePark here tonight. Overall performance. They've done a good job with bowling. Restricted Skokie Pats. To a very decent total. And now they are doing it with the bat as well. Excellent innings by Ravi Shah. Oh, what a shot! Should be taken in the deep. Brilliant catch in the deep. Oh boy. What a catch. What a good catch in the deep. Didn't drop that one. And Yaqub Ali, he picks up the first wicket in the first ball in the form of Ravi Shah. DeePark, they have nothing to worry about tonight because they have done the damage, but they have to do some sort of a comeback. The Skokie Pats, the required run rate just 3.32. So Jay Patel comes in. Had that been a 6, Ravi Shah would have been the best batsman here tonight. So looks like the contender for best batsman is definitely Hassan Khan, because he scored the highest, 44. Oh, brilliant. Straight down the ground. Yaqub Ali was appealing. Let's look at the replay now. There's a switch in the camera angle. Can't do anything about it. We just don't know. Let's watch the replay again. Yeah, the camera angle switched at the right time. So we don't have the replay, but the umpire's in the best position. He thinks the bowler didn't had his hand on it. Driven straight down the ground. Some excitement there for the Skokie Pats. Oh, brilliant. just placed it towards the point. He will fast running between the wickets. Sargam Patel, he is pretty fast, playing with his brother Jay Patel. So both brothers, siblings playing. You don't see that too often in cricket. Very rarely do you see somebody like more Irfan Pathan and Yusuf Pathan, Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya. Now you see Sargam Patel and Jay Patel. They used to be Mark Waugh, Steve Waugh. Oh my goodness, that's dropped. What's happening here? Yaqub Ali is doing some magic right into the hands of Yaqub Ali. He is disappointed. That was right into the hands. Can you believe that? Qasim Khan, he is the fielder. Doesn't drop any. Excellent fielder, good catcher. Sometimes when it's just not your day, you can't do anything about it. Oh, that's brilliantly placed towards the long on. They will get two. Good fielding there in the deep from Hassan Khan. So they only need 22 now in 7.1. Oh boy, what's happening? This time it's cut fine. Cut really well into the gully. They will get two. Oh my goodness, that's poor keeping. And they will get three. They could have gotten four. Not sure what happened. Umpire just signaled 2 runs. Wonder what just happened. But they'll need 20 now. Looks like the umpire called an over. Very surprising how the umpire could call an over when the game's in the play. Very unusual from Kalimbai. So looks like Sikandar Soleja is into the attack. The DeePark, they need only 20 more from 7 overs. They will look to wrap it up in the next 3-4 overs. And Sikandar Soleja, he's coming in from the street end of the Hanover Park. What a brilliant innings from Prithvish Patel, along with his partner in crime, Ravi Shah. Oh, brilliant. Good first ball. Oh, could be close. Jay Patel, he wanted the single. How often do you see brothers, one being lefty, one being righty? You see Krunal Pandya and then you see Hardik Pandya, righty lefty, both siblings. See Sargam Patel and Jay Patel, both siblings lefty righty. Yusuf Pathan and Irfan Pathan, lefty and righty. What a pattern this is with the siblings who play cricket. Just incredible. So 99 for 4. They just need 19 from 6.3 now. Something just happened to the video, so I'll continue with the audio. Oh, brilliantly driven. Good ball from Sikandar Soleja. Good feeling as well. Jay Patel just driving it straight down the ground. And Sikandar Soleja doing his best to stop it. Saved a certain single for his team. Oh, that's a shorter one. And Jay Patel just trying to place it towards the gully. Will get a single. Oh no, that's a misfield by the keeper. This is sloppy fielding really. They steal another single. The fielder was way inside. Wonder why the throw was so high. The keeper took it really easy. There's no backup either. It's almost like the Skokie Pats are giving up at this point. There's no momentum. There's no energy. There's no animation from any of the fielders. They're just waiting for DeePark to hit a couple of biggies and just end this. Brilliant. That's a full toss, lower full toss one from Sikandar Soleja. And Jay Patel just trying to drive it towards a short extra cover fielder. Dot ball. So at the end of 14 overs, the DeePark 101 for 4. Just need 17 from 6 overs now at a required run rate of 2.83. So Yaqub Ali, he'll continue the attack. Oh, that's a very, very good ball. Ball bounced from almost the good length area. Always surprises the bowler at Hanover Park. Yaqub Ali has taken a wicket off the first ball. Provided the opportunity to Qasim in point for Sargam Patel. This time he goes up in the air. Just goes fine. They might even get 2. Yes, they will. It's all becoming really easy for the DeePark at the moment. The miss hits are getting them 2 runs. The intent's been positive. Look at how brilliantly Prithvish Patel and Ravi Shah, they have constructed the innings. Made it really, really easy for Jay and Sargam to finish it off. Just 15 runs needed from 5.3 now. Oh, brilliant. Good bowling from Yaqub. That's 2 dot balls in a row. He's bowled 3 dot balls. Just gave away the 2. Even that could have been closer. Yaqub Ali always takes wickets. Does some magic. Oh, not this time. What a brilliant hit this one. Just brilliant. Shorter one. Just pulled it towards the backward square leg. The fielder was almost towards the mid wicket. Had a lot of ground to cover. That's just 4. What a brilliant shot from Sargam Patel. Just missing the 6 by inches. Oh, this time it's high and up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. And he takes it. That's the end of Sargam Patel. Jay Patel calling him out on that occasion. Why did you have to do that? You just hit a 4. Could have just taken a single. It's high in the air. Look at that. Sikandar Soleja, he doesn't drop many. Safe hands. And look at no celebration on the wicket. Oh, look at that visual. I just love these visuals. So beautiful how the sun covers up and shines to one side of the moon. The same thing happens even to the earth right now. It's actually shining somewhere in India. Night for us. Morning, it's gonna be in the other direction. What pattern. Amazing creation. Jai Shri Ram. So Neil Patel walks in. 5 wickets down. They just need 11 in 5 overs now. They do not want to make a game out of it. They just have to simply knock it down and finish it off. Try for those big wickets. All of a sudden, you see the game turning. So Sikandar Soleja, he is coming in to bowl his last over. Bowled terrifically so far. Just 19 runs and 1 wicket in 3 overs that he's bowled. Oh, brilliant ball. Right into the block hold. So Jay Patel and Neil Patel. A lot of Patels you will see in DeePark Panthers, Chicago players. We are all from Gujarat. Oh, that's a drop catch yet again. And this time Qasim Khan again. He likes these Jay Patel brothers. He's dropped Sargam Patel and now he's dropped Jay Patel. He likes these Patel brothers for sure. That's so unusual. You don't see that too often from Qasim Khan. Doesn't drop any of those and all of a sudden he drops 2 in a row. Oh boy, it's that kind of a day. Just can't do anything about it, can ya? Jay Patel wanted to go big this time. This is an excellent over from Sikandar Soleja. Oh, this time it drives 1 straight down the ground towards the long on. Will only get 1. That'll still do. But mind you, they're inching in closer. The DeePark, so are Skokie Pats. Now the equation, 10 from 4.1. Just 1 run in 5 balls. To change the dynamics completely. You get a couple of overs like this, all of a sudden, it's going to be nervousness in the dugout. They're just trying to save those singles now. But Neil Patel, it's a pretty good bat. A very straight bat. Just 1 run from over. Terrific over from Sikandar Soleja. So 10 needed in 24 now. Very much doable for DeePark. But at the way you see, these bowlers are bowling right now towards the death. Making it really interesting. Sargam Patel comes in with a mobile number right next to his name. I'd like to see the batting scorecard once again. Look at that. Sargam Patel, 224, 526, 3742. What a brilliant name to have numbers in it. Almost feels like watching the movie Dictator. There he says his name is Ladies Washroom 576. Oh, look at that shot from Jay Patel. What a brilliant pull. It went and hit that fence down on the street, and what an incredible hit this one. So the curtain's closing in for the Skokie Pats. Just 4 runs needed now. After that brilliant over from Sukandar Suleja, you start with a 6. It's just unbelievable. Oh, this time Jay Patel, he goes towards the extra covers, and that's a boundary, and that's the end of this innings. Brilliant chase this from the DeePark. So they get those 2 points that they much needed to stay on top, and it's curtains for Skokie Pats in this tournament. So that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the presentation ceremony, and hope you all liked my commentary. So you can tweet, comment, like, share, and subscribe. That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.